Hey everybody, it's Grant. About 7 months ago, I posted a video on how to save $10,000 fast. The video absolutely blew up. It has now over 555,000 views on it. And one of the most common comments on there was, "We need more like this." So here is how to save $1,000 fast. In this video, I want to help you break down that $1,000 goal into bite-sized chunks or small victories along the way. I also want to teach you some very successful habits that will help you in the future. And most importantly of all, I want to help you build a $1,000 emergency fund in case something was to happen, or worst case scenario, save an additional $1,000 because, who wouldn't want to save another grand? The reason that I'm using $1,000 for this video, I think it'll shock you to know that over 75% of Americans cannot survive a $1,000 emergency expense without going into debt. It's very, very sad that this happens. So with some good quality saving habits, hopefully we can put a dent in the statistic. In my last savings video, how to save $10,000 fast, my biggest negative comment was, "Grant, I can't save $27.40 a day." You know how I feel about the word can't, but what I would respond to those people is, hey, you could still save if you can't do $27.40. Could you do $5 a day? Because $5 a day still equals $1,825 per year. So being that one was a little too hard, this video is actually geared towards all income types, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to increase your income to be able to achieve this that much faster in today's video as well. So now that we have our goal of wanting to save $1,000, let's go ahead and do the first step. Write your goal down. One of my favorite things that people don't often think about is, what do the top 3% do that you might not be? They write down their goals. What do the top 1% do that the 3% don't do as well? They not only write down their goals, but they review them daily. The reason that you're going to want to write down your goals is because just like 65% of the world, you're probably a visual learner. By actually writing down these goals and visually seeing it day in, day out, you are more likely to accomplish that goal because you're going to start pushing in your subconscious while also pushing in your day-to-day activities to get that goal accomplished. When people start writing down goals, they find out one thing, that by writing them down, reviewing them daily, not only do they work a little harder, push a little harder, but they also accomplish what they thought they'd accomplish in a lifetime in a lot shorter period of time. If what I just said actually speaks to you and you think that, man, I'd really like to start writing down my goals, what are you waiting for? Grab a pen and let's get into step 2. Step 2, let's go ahead and date this goal so that way when we come back to it later, we know when we wrote it down and we know if we've been procrastinating and not actually accomplishing this. I tell you, one of the biggest kick in the pants is if you think you're writing down your goals and you think that you're looking forward to them, and then you go back and you open it up and you say, that was January of 19 when I wrote that down. That'll hold you accountable so that way you don't just put that on, someday I'm going to do that goal. So in step 2, we actually dated our goal so that way we know when we started. So let's go into step 3. Step 3, we actually need to know when we want to finish this goal by. So that way we know that we can actually do it in this time frame. It puts a little pressure on us and it allows us to push just that much harder. So for step 3, let's say that we want to set $1,000 to be saved within 3 months. Earlier in this video, I told you that we were going to cater this video to all income types. Let me show you how we're going to do that. In the event that saving $1,000 in 3 months seems like an undoable task, we're about to get into the numbers, but you can always extend that to 4 to 6 months. In the event that it's super easy and your income is very high, so saving $1,000 in 3 months is super simple for you, shorten it. I'm just kind of giving you the basic breakdown to actually take your future back in your own hands. This brings us to step 4, break down our goal. So in order for us to break down our goal, we need to realize that we have $1,000 in 3 months. So let's say each month is only 30 days. Let's just use the shorter version of that. Now, times 3, that would give us 90 days. Let's take our $1,000 goal and divide it into daily victories by those 90 days. Now, you have an attainable, doable goal that now, in order to save that $1,000, you need to save $11.11 per day for the next 90 days. It's that simple, and that is how winning is done. Now that $1,000 is not so scary anymore. Once we actually break down these goals, we realize that they're way more attainable than we think. We look at $1,000 and we say, if only I could save that. But once we break it down, it's really that simple. And if you continue, turn my screen record on, if we continue that for 365 days a year, so we got our $11.11 times 365 days a year, we can now save $4,055.15. And that's just simple math. Can you save $11.11 per day? Are you saving an additional $4,055 a year? Or are you spending it on expensive energy drinks? Are you spending it on eating delivery services? Or are you investing in your future? One thing that got lost in my last savings video was the fact that people were harping on the $27.40, but it was about the habits that you create. It's not about how much money you save per day. It's just that you're paying yourself first, you're saving daily, and you're creating good savings habits that will allow you to build a future that you'll be proud of. Most of us think that we have an income problem, but for the most part, we have a spending problem. I want you to ask yourself, when's the last time you've spent $11.11 in a day? How many times do you do it a week? 1 time? 2? 3? 5? 7? We waste things, and we all have a lot of purchases that we didn't need, a room, drawer, or garage full of stuff that we never actually use, and that is your proof that we have more of a spending problem. And we consume so much of it through luxury energy drinks, fancy coffee, or delivery services. You might be saying, Grant, I can't save $11.11 per day. I just can't. You don't know my budget. I challenge you to look at that budget and see what can be cut out. If you cook at home and you go and buy groceries and prepare food, and don't go to the store on an empty stomach. Go after you've eaten a nice meal, because if you go hungry, you're going to add a whole lot in that cart that you don't need, which is defeating of our purpose. But remember, if you can only save $5 a day, that's still $1,825 per year that goes back into your pocket. So I'm just trying to give you doable, small victories that add up to big wins at the end of a calendar year. Another place that you can look at your budget to see where you can save is streaming services. If you and your partner both have a Netflix account, what are you doing? When me and Kayla got together, that was the first thing she did for me. She went through my account and was like, well, we don't need 2 of these. Well, we don't need this. And she saved me so much money per month. I was so ecstatic. Another thing that you have to look out for is instant gratification. Just because you can buy something doesn't mean you should. Try this. Go to the store, look at that item that you really want, that you absolutely need. Don't buy it until the next day. Leave, and then see if you actually put the effort to go back to the store to buy it the following day. Once again, we all have a garage, a room, or a drawer full of stuff that we didn't ever need. The next advice I have for you is to elevate your income. One of my biggest pet peeves is people saying, Grant, I'm busy. I want to take a moment of accountability right now. When's the last time you've said you were busy and you weren't that busy? We use that word as a deterrent for something we don't want to do, like elevate our income, save money, or do that thing we always should have, or go see the friend that you haven't seen in a while. The word busy needs to be elevated every single day so we can truly reach our potential. Remember, being busy but actually doing nothing productive besides watching Netflix and eating out some very expensive takeout, guess what? Everything's a choice, including your savings for your future, or you could live and enjoy that little extra expense today. We need to take that word and we need to grow it every single day. There's only one way that I can do YouTube, do my 9-to-5 job where I run 11 dealerships, going on 62 units, more on that in the future, run my Main Squeeze business, love Kayla and make sure she has a fantastic life, spend time with my 10 dogs, and then also have my mother over 3 to 4 days a week, because I have learned the sadness of losing a parent And I don't want to have regrets if she ever leaves us and goes on to a better place. So elevate your word busy. Keep pushing yourself. Sometimes you're going to want to rip your hair out, but guess what? You're going to be stronger for it. Using the word busy as a crutch is absolute bull, and you're better than that. Ways to actually increase your income: go buy a lawnmower and mow lawns. Right now in my city, there is a need for people that are willing to do lawn care. I actually opened my own lawn care business and I still use my friend for most of them, but as soon as I get the hang of it, I'm going to be my own best customer. Also, you can go and deliver for DoorDash or Uber Eats. You can also get a very low expense side hustle. Figure out a product or service that you can do for someone that's kind of like lawn care, but maybe pulling weeds, maybe doing something and servicing a need that others have. You can even learn a new skill at work that you could become promoted, or you could learn how to do that job that, they pay a little bit more for, but not everybody wants to do. How bad do you want it? The reason that I say in every single video that I 100% believe in you is because I 100% believe that you can go elevate your income. You can save $1,000 fast. You can save $10,000 fast if you really wanted to and could try real hard. How many times do you waste $27.40 a day? I believe in you. I believe that you can have anything that you set your mind to, and I also believe that you should never let anyone tell you any differently, especially when you're trying to make good habits and you're trying to go out and better yourself and they want to pull you back down because they're unhappy with their selves. I say lift them up with you. I say keep pushing. And I also say, that being said, that's it for the video, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate you. Please power up that like button, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell. I also would love to see your comments. And hey, since I already said that I 100% believe in you, and you know I do, please, let's drop this at the very end of this video. I launched over 7 months ago, so it's now July, the end of July, July 30th. I want to know how you are doing. If you ever watched that video, if you ever saw it at $27.40 a day, have you saved a little over $5,000? Have you not gotten started? Have you saved $1,000, or have you crushed it and saved over $10,000? If you took my words and you started it, here's the accountability check. Where are you? And guess what? In 3 months, maybe we'll do another savings video and I'll see how you did on this one. Hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and I will see you on the next one.